Platform Initiative is a nonprofit organization that is involved in making schools better.
It's practitioners, it's educators who have come together to start identifying who are the students who are not being reached and how do we reach them.
The data is clear that in lots of schools and lots of classrooms, kids are left out. They're left out of the curriculum, they're left out of the conversation, they're just left out.
Kids can't learn if you don't know who they are and you don't understand who they are. We can't get to a place of educating our children unless there's a vehicle for being able to do that.
And the only way to do that is actually to see ourselves and see ourselves in the world and have conversations with other adults, other educators around the country who can help us see ourselves in this world in a different way.
Probing questions around equity, around who you are and what do you believe in, and what do you take to work with you every day, right? And how does that impact the students that you work with? And without fail, we begin to see things in ourselves that affects them in different ways, and sometimes in very subtle ways that you can't see, but it's happening. You can't actually be ready to do a change unless you know who you are and what you need to change, and then be able to work with people to take part in that movement.
But how do we take this work that happens in our small groups and then take that work back to impact change for kids?
And working with SRI and involving yourself and having the opportunity to talk about how your experiences have impacted your life, right? Like, you are who you are and you're great, but there are some things that we need to accept and work on so that we can be the change that we want to see.
And by doing that, now we're developing some meaningful relationships with our students. When we develop those meaningful relationships, we're holding each other accountable. Then we can start getting to presenting our students with some relevant, some meaningful, demanding work that will ultimately prepare them to be successful.
The tools and resources that SRI provides to people enable all of us to have the conversations we need to have in order to support kids. At the end of the day, that's really all that matters, right? The adults are here to make sure the needs of the students are met every day in every classroom across America.
I think the goal of the work is for each person to see the power within themselves, to see that spark within themselves, and then to feel that then they have to pay it forward, that they have to get someone else involved in this. That this is such a great thing that I want another person to collaborate with me and to think with me. And really the ultimate goal is the professional growth.
And it makes schools better by having an unrelenting focus on equity in education.
The call to action, first of all, is to stop ignoring the problem and stop pretending that the world isn't in a little bit of chaos right now and that our students don't need more support than they ever needed before. And to take a step to do something differently, to really assess, is your school really an inclusive place for all kids, for all teachers, for all staff members? Is it really a place that's inviting diversity and welcoming diversity to be decision makers? Are those people developing policy? Are those people impacting the curriculum? If they're not, you need to reach out to SRI and ask for support in bringing those people in to be the thinkers and doers in the work. Not the people on the side that just make it happen, but the people who are actually creating the work that you need for your school.